going, guys? Chris Graham here in the Sportingbet offices late on a Thursday night doing a video for wheelerbetting.co.uk. It's Stats Chat, of course. It's a staple of my Thursday. I hope you enjoy it every weekend. We look at the stats and see if they can point us towards any winning bets this weekend. So let's just kick straight on here. 5 bets as ever. Starting my game in the Premier League, England's Premier League this weekend. The game between Sunderland and Southampton. Southampton been in the news over the last 72 hours for, I guess, the wrong reasons, but it seems to have settled down now a little bit, and it looks like Pochettino will be staying with the club. He needs some help on Saturday because they're up against Sunderland and they've got a dreadful record against Sunderland. They're actually no winning 6 against a North East club. Sunderland's record, played 6, won 3, drawn 3, lost 0 against Southampton. The last time Southampton actually beat Sunderland was pretty much 11 years ago exactly, January 28th, 2003. James Beattie scored the only goal of the game that day in a 1-0 win, obviously, for Saints. Some things that happened at that time, some big football transfers happening that week. Robbie Fowler went from Leeds to Man City for £6 million, and Jonathan Woodgate went from Leeds to Newcastle for £9 million. Leeds absolutely skint at the time. You'll remember they just stayed up that season but went to the following season. And top of the charts that particular week was David Sneddon's hit Stop Living a Lie. You must remember David Sneddon, yeah? You know, Scottish guy, won Fame Academy. No? Alright, fair enough. I don't either. Anyway, Bristol City against MK Dons is the second game I'm going to talk about, and there's actually 2 selections this weekend of teams who've never ever lost to their opponents in their history. And here's the first one of them here. Bristol City have never ever lost to MK Dons in their history. Of course, MK Dons are a fairly new club, and they played each other 6 times. Bristol City never experienced a defeat. Played 6, won 4, drawn 2, lost 0. They've beaten them the majority of times in the 3rd tier in English football, and also in the Football League Trophy back in 2005. So Bristol City looking to maintain their all-time unbeaten record against the MK Dons on Saturday. Who win? I love the head-to-heads, as you know. Who's got the best head-to-head record in the divisions this weekend? Well, it's Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury, one of the most unglamorous clubs. Even saying the word Shrewsbury sounds really unglamorous, doesn't it? Never been. No plans to. They're actually unbeaten in 11 against Rotherham, which is noteworthy in my opinion. Played 11, won 7, drawn 4, lost none. Scored 19, conceded 9. So narrow wins really, but hey, let's give it some respect here. It's 11 games. 25 points out of possible 33 as well. The last time Rotherham beat them was over 6 years ago, November 24th, 2007. But Shrewsbury, the head-to-head kings this weekend on Stats Chat, unbeaten in 11 against Rotherham. Game 4, another side who've never lost to their opponents, their weekend opponents in their history, and that is Bury up against Burton. Burton, the better side, you'd have to say at the moment, but can David Flitcroft, who's recently installed as Bury manager, can he maintain their all-time unbeaten record against Burton? And never lost to them, played them 6 times, won 4, drawn 2 and lost none 5 of the times in League 2, and once back in the 1980 FA Cup in the first round they lost 2-0 Burton that particular November evening back in 1979. But Bury looking to maintain their perfect, well not perfect, but unbeaten record against Burton this weekend. And finally a Scottish game as always, and it's a game between Dunfermline and Airdrie. If you like playing over 2.5 goals, this is the one for you. The last 6 times these sides have met, it went over 2.5, although I have to point out, it's a bit of a funny fixture this one, because between April 2009 and May 2010 they played each other 5 times, and all 5 went under 2.5. Since then though, they played each other 6 times, and like I say, it's always went over 2.5. That's between August 2012 and November 2013. So 6 in a row, over 2.5. Will it be 7 in a row? We'll find out on Saturday. Guys, have a great weekend. See you there.